that he's also a painter and a very fine painter at that. And he is having his first art exhibition in Donegal next week. It's officially being launched, I think, tonight. And he has teamed up with well-known local artist Marina Hamilton for this exhibition. It's in Downings. It's a joint exhibition, and I'm delighted that both Rolly and Marina have joined me in the studio. Good afternoon to you both.
Hiya, John.
Rolly, I'll start with you. Painting. How is this a new thing, or have you been painting for some time?
Well, I've always been interested in painting, but being on the road, it was always a hobby. I've never dreamt of it being as anything else. So I used to paint an odd time from time to time, but I was so busy on the road, so it didn't give me too much time.
Is it true that on occasion when you'd be signing autographs that you'd do a little doodle or
Yeah.
a little drawing?
Yeah, I do a little squiggle there. I might do a little a cartoon and pretend I'd ask them to pose for a minute, and I'd scribble out a little cartoon. It would be of maybe a bulldog or something,
Yeah, brilliant.
So, but it was just fun,
But during the pandemic, you found you had more time. Touring was off
Completely.
Yeah, and you found you had more time, so you indulged in your passion.
Yes, I got stuck into it. I got stuck into acrylic painting because I preferred it to oils because I didn't like the smell of oils, turpentine and linseed and all this. So it's just that's all I got into. But I practiced and it started to get better and better and better. But I painted a long time ago as well, and I just stopped because I was so busy on the road. And but now I'm back into the swing of things, and lucky chance meeting.
Yes, with Marina. Marina, just if you swing that microphone around a wee bit there. So, Marina, how do you come into the picture here? Excuse the pun.
I suppose, I have a fairly big connections with Downings now, and I would have been friendly with Terry Casey and him winning the Grand National and stuff like that.
What's Terry got to do with all of this?
Well, we're having it down in the pavilion in the golf club in Rossapena, and
Owned by the
Rolly
Casey
is
family.
married to Terry's sister.
Okay.
So the whole thing is kind of called turf and surf because that's kind of the connection that we have. Would be through we've very similar interests, horses and horse racing and art and painting and Downings, and so we just had a lot in common. And I just thought, what, wouldn't it be lovely to have an exhibition together?
So was Terry the common denominator, or did you bump in elsewhere to Rolly? How was the connection made? When did you first meet Rolly?
Well, Rolly actually came down to Dublin to some of the shows that I was doing on the RDS. It might have been Art Source or Gifted on the RDS, and you knew that we were from Donegal and Downings and the whole lot, and we got talking, again. And well, I would have known the connection anyway, but I wouldn't have known Rolly,
Right.
known him to see, but I wouldn't have ever really spoke to him before. So we had a good chat, and we just thought, wouldn't it be a lovely idea maybe to have an opportunity to put the work up, and what a lovely place, Downings and the golf pavilion and all that. So you couldn't get a better place. So.
And another connection is that you're married into local royalty.
Well, I didn't know that. Sarah Casey, yeah, her brother is the owner of the Rossapena Hotel. But just to go back to that there, I'd always admired Marina's paintings from going to the hotel. She has quite a few of her paintings up on display in the hotel, and I always marveled at them. Let's face it, she's fantastic. So I always wanted to meet her, and the first chance I got was at this exhibition at RDS, and she had a stand over there, and I made myself plain to her, and I met her there, first time ever. And that's how I met her.
So do you also have an interest in horses?
Oh, I used to, yeah. That's another story, though. But the very first horse I owned actually was a mare. And that was actually introduced. I was introduced to this horse by Terry Casey, the boy we're talking about.
Yes.
He was a trainer. And we bought this horse. But the very first horse I owned, Hazy Dawn, she won for me at Cheltenham at the festival.
Whoa.
And that was my very first horse.
Wow.
So
was that a stroke of luck, or was you just knew exactly what you were doing?
no, I didn't have a clue. I knew nothing about horses. My brother-in-law, Terry Casey.
And the
he was the guy.
connection with the HD, your first hit.
Oh yeah, and like being from India, I'd be a little bit superstitious about things, okay, but he had this horse, this mare, should I say, that he was raving about. He thought I should buy this one, because I didn't have any intention of buying a horse, but she had a name. Her name was Hazy Dawn. That was her name. And me, as I said, being superstitious, my first big hit record was Hello Darling, HD. And I thought, yeah, this is an omen. You never know. So I went ahead and I bought it. It was very cheap. Let's face it.
It worked out well.
It worked out very, very well.
All right. Well, as we know, Marina, you've a keen passion for all things equestrian, and paint a lot of horses. And is there a connection with the Terry and painting a Grand National winner?
Yeah, I would have painted whenever he won. Rough Quest won the Grand National. I did a painting for him, and I went over. He was living over in Horsham, and went over and rode out for him and all that, and stayed like for a few days and whatever. It was really nice, hacking out around the roads and stuff like that. But I do paint a lot of horses, and I do a lot of kind of awards and stuff, like for horse racing Ireland and different awards. And like I do all Joseph O'Brien's horses, I paint all them for him as well. So I'm still quite, even though I'm not physically working with the race horses that much, I would be still kind of painting them and involved in art in that way.
So this is all about passions, really. A passion for art and a passion for horses. And, I suppose, you can paint all you like, but it's about then getting the artwork out in front of the general public, hence this exhibition, which is being launched this evening. Is that correct?
Yeah, this evening at 7:30 down in the pavilion in the Rossapena. Yeah.
Brilliant. And, Rolly, what about music?
Well, I've done...
Have you had pause?
I've hit pause, yes, for sure. And I don't know, it's to get back to it. And I ain't getting any younger, so...
Well, I couldn't tell from your face. How's the skin? Well, what's the secret to... There's not a wrinkle kind on you.
It's all that good living,
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
No, as I said, this is a real experience, and I really have to thank this young lady here, because I had no intention of having an exhibition ever, but people don't know that I paint. So this was such an opportunity when she asked me, to join her. And plus, they're lining up on the corridors up of the house and the whole lot. So here's a great opportunity. I've just been trying my hand at everything,
Okay, so to get that artwork from the hallway and from
out of my wife's
storage. And what sort of? I mean, it's not just horses. What's this? Landscapes, and it's.
I've tried my hand at everything, I've done quite a few commissions in the past, again, but personal friends and things, Like I've done everything, like from horses to dogs, a lot of landscapes, seascapes, everything that escapes from me,
He's really good at most things, actually.
Right. Yeah.
So she's being nice now.
Music and art.
Well,
so obviously.
Well, I thought now I must get this in case I do forget. It's about time now. You've heard of Manet, haven't you?
Yes, the artist.
And you've heard of Monet.
Yes.
So maybe it's time to hear of Rollet.
Very good. Yeah, there we are.
I don't know. I just thought,
Full cycle. Yeah. If you had, an hour free tomorrow, where's your go-to place locally to
up
go?
Here in Donegal?
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
Where do you love?
Well, I have a place here in Downings. Mm-hmm. I have a holiday home day, which we come every year around this time.
Okay.
And my two daughters have mobile homes on the beach.
Brilliant.
So it gives us a chance to get together. I have a daughter that's in Belgium, another daughter not too far from me in Dublin. She's in Malahide. And we get together here around this time. But I love going, looking at the other art galleries and things, all the way up, to Dunfanaghy and Falcarra and everything. But that's where I would go. I love picking up scenes. I'll take a camera along or an iPad, maybe take a photograph. So that'll make a nice picture,
So capture the scene.
Yeah.
And then back.
And I go back home and I'll have a go,
Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so plenty of Rolly Daniels artwork on display this evening, and yours, Marina.
Some
And
of
you're-
mine, yeah, I've some paintings up as well, and a small bit of sculpture. But I just wanted to say as well, like this is not like a private like opening. It's open to anybody. So anybody who wants to go down for a nosy, even tonight or whatever, come on ahead. They'd be more than welcome.
All right. And if Rolly, if they do ask you for an autograph, they might get a wee doodle, would they? Or
Yeah, you might do.
little cartoon or something.
Well.
You never know. Okay, so what time did you say? Sorry, Maria?
7:30.
7:30 down in the
The
pavilion.
golf pavilion in Rossapena. Yeah.
Rossapena. Well, continued success to you both in the art, and Rolly, we might be seeing you on stage. You're really nothing out. You haven't officially retired from.
No,
from
I
singing.
don't think entertainers or whatever singers ever officially retire. You know, you just say put it on the long finger, and you never know. I mean, I just might get the notion, you know. But I've had a few health problems, which have kept me away from everything, and I don't want to delve into anything like that, but it was something that prevented me. You know,
Okay.
I didn't have the heart to.
And the COVID and the pandemic did
Everything, the COVID, the health problems and things like that. But it's all been worked out,
Okay.
and I'm on the mend, really good.
Great, glad to hear it. Okay, well, continued good health and success. Anybody wants to see the art from either of you tonight, then go along to the pavilion in Downings. And it says, when is Rolly coming back on the dance floor? When is he going to sing again? And please play one of his songs. Please play Hey Darling. Well, it just so happens. Thank you both.
Thanks very much.
John, thank
Hello,
you very much.
darling. Nice to see you. It's